That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh! The thingy, hyper sash. That's what it's called.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, that's unflappable, Raymond.
So I've got the little shield buddy, hyper sash, and exploding enemies.
Yeah, let's do that. So I get an email at 5 o'clock. Hey, if you could, here's the review sheet for everybody who is at training. If you could review everybody by the end of next week, that'd be great. Like, I never learned their names. I barely know. Yeah, I barely know if any of them were any good at what they were doing. This is going to be an interesting challenge. So while I was waiting for my code to migrate, I started looking people up on their HR profile, like, oh yeah, that guy. I don't know if he paid attention during class. I'm also finding I have a really unique mindset. If they're not paying attention, yeah, go for it. If they're not paying attention during class,
No
it's
damage.
not. It's my fault, not their fault.
Actually, I can do
I was, for once, not looking at my character there. Was that what happened?
What?
Did I jump into something?
Yeah. Like face
Oh.
first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I planned the jump, I pressed the button, and I was so sure it would work that I looked away. I went left. Yeah, and I was pretty sure I wouldn't jump into something.
Well, on my screen, you know how when the artillery units spawn, they shoot?
Oh, yeah.
So it spawned, it
Oh.
shot, and then you turned around and jumped into the bullet, as if
I
you
didn't-
wanted death.
Yeah, I didn't think about the bullet.
It was like a classic, I've had too much of this. Help.
You can take it.
Okay. Go.
Yeah, another thing I get to grade people on is lecture participation, which sounds like an oxymoron to me. Like, I should get perfect points, and everybody else should get zeros.
Oh, you know what they want, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what it's looking for, and I'm gonna grade it honestly, even though I disagree with the concept.
I could not disagree with the concept stronger.
Well, okay, so I'm curious then. How do you deal with long, how do you maintain focus over long presentations?
You say that like I've had them.
No, I'm saying it as somebody who happens to share my opinions on how to give presentations.
No, I've never had to be in one. So I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Well, what would you do? Let's say you've got a 2-hour presentation.
Here, Jason. Well, theoretically, how do you drive a jet ski? With your mind.
Maybe you've given presentations. I just want to know if you have any thoughts on it.
I've never been in a 2-hour presentation. Anything above 30 minutes, I lose focus.
Okay. You could argue that I have experience with jet skis. I've been on one once.
Yeah.
I should know.
I heard a good joke about a jet ski. I can't remember what it was now.
looks like a shop.
Well,
Ready?
I'll hold my breath and wait for what it is.
Well, it is. Are
Oh,
you ready?
Yeah, hit it. Oh, this all sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Disable traps.
Wait, are you telling me your classes never go beyond 30 minutes?
So I've been in hour-long classes. Hour-long class, like, class in general for me is a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I do best if, like, actually, as much as everyone hates him, and I don't necessarily blame them, I do really well with Dr. Garraway's teaching style. Where is it?
He has the worst jokes.
Right, but his theory of when to tell jokes is actually really good.
Oh, he plans that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Ah, I hit him.
We missed by about me flinging myself into the abyss. By the way, did you see a bee flew in on the left?
No.
You could see a little bit of daylight outside of the arena on the top left, and a bee flew in.
Oh, fuck. Alright, another hyper sash.
Oh god. Ah. Did you go down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Charge.
Cool.
Yep. We are quite colorful.
Oh, my brain's just not in the mood to
Stop.
make terrible jokes. Hit it. No matter how hard I want to make that into an awful joke, I just can't for some reason.
Not much there.
Oh yeah, we're one of everything. That's cool.
It's pretty rare, actually.
I'm trying to remember, there was that one run where we picked up Fashionable Boldness, and we had exactly what the model has.
Yeah.
Pretty excited about that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow!
we do a lot of damage. Is that another?
That was the third one. Go.
So I'm giving another... It's at least an hour-long presentation. It's basically until it's over. And if it runs over, then we're doing it next week too. It's kind of interesting looking at the presentation, how it's laid out. It's like, at the beginning, there's jokes everywhere. I'm very brief on my notes. I have a lot of thoughts about everything. In the middle, it's almost full sentences on slides. The slides are full. There are no jokes to be seen. And then at the end, it's back to the you can see, I could see the finish line, and it's back to the beginning style. I'm trying to decide if it's because I get tired around the middle, or if I actually care, or if I actually care that little and know that little about those things. Because it's definitely one of the things that, or one of the parts that I'm weaker on. Did you go left?
Yeah. Spear?
No thanks.
I'm trying to think if I've been to any presentations that are 2 hours. I don't think so. I've been to like tours that take that long.
I also think it's one of the weaknesses of our training program. And a lot of people, a lot of students agreed with it. Oh, we probably
sure we need that.
we needed to be 20!
Oh god, for 20.
I like how one of the skills that I've picked up is learning when to pause.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Rabbit.
Forgotten Memento?
I think it's good now. You?
Hit it. I don't know. I know it really screwed us the first time we picked it up, but I don't know if we have the focus to not screw ourselves.
Well, yeah, but we know what it does now. The first time we picked it up, we didn't know what it did, and it screwed us partially because of that.
Well, okay, so I'm curious then, how many times when you're using energy do you suddenly run out and go, oh shit, I didn't know I was out? Paul?
Not often.
Oh, happens to me all the time. Well, it doesn't happen very often because I don't run out very often, but when it does, it scares me.
We're one piece from not being able to see what the other one is doing.
From the invisible blender.
Truly a horrific thought, the invisible blender.
Spitting glaive.
I don't think I'll switch off blender.
Attack of the spitting... of the invisible blender, there it is.
How many shops?
It's like... I don't know. No.
Done! Out of money!
Wow, that was an amazing shop. Remember that point where I was like, we've got enough money, we could have bought that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't.
Oh, that was last run.
I'm a moment-to-moment guy, alright?
Go.
Alright, phone, that's enough charging for now. I need you for other things. Well, this is kind of fun, I just kind of run back and forth and things die. It's like I'm driving a lawnmower. I'm good.
Good. I left already. I'll be honest, if you want to switch weapons, I'm not sure I'll let you. If you want to go get it, fine, but I'm not going to be around. Oh, shit.
Pink set. Honestly, I think we're at the point where I'm good just flying through the level at top speed. What do you think?
As opposed to...
Exhaustively checking the entire level.
Okay. Sure.
What do you think?
Sure. Pretty sure I just went through a moving platform somehow. I couldn't remember, but you went past it, so I thought the phone said no. You are the phone man.
That's what they call me, Mr. Phone Man.
More damage. Go.
Do we even want shops anymore?
Yeah, why not?
I guess we'd get stats out of it.
Like, don't you want more jump height?
Our jump height is so ridiculous, it's hard to get over small gaps.
I'm not having no problems with that.
So I figured out, hit it. think I've told you this. I figured out my my criteria for Smash character tier lists is: does the character have a win condition, and how easy is it to pull off that win condition? Raymond, what are you doing?
I got stuck. I was trying to
Okay.
like teleport out, but I ended up on top of that thing. That's it. Okay, explain.
Like, it's not... Like, I think Sonic is top tier, because his win condition is clearly just bait a bunch of stuff, and he's very capable of doing it. It's not... doesn't take into account that maybe that's not the best idea. Coming.
I think, wasn't Esam saying like every top Sonic has switched characters?
Well, yeah, but I also didn't like Sonic in any other game.
In my opinion, you have a very unique view on the character. I think that his normals are awful,
Yeah?
and you think they're decent.
Go. Well, yeah, they're good for bait punishing. For his playstyle,
No, they're not. They're slow.
For his playstyle of lots of small things. What do you mean they're slow?
They're slow.
I'm flying.
Alright, let me know when you hit.
What's slow?
I guess I'm thinking of his arrow.
Landed. Go. Oh yeah, that's why it's like playing Pichu. You learn the ones that don't suck, and you use those in most situations.
I'm grounded.
Okay. Shit. Oh dear God. God damn it! I don't know, it seems pretty logical to me. Like, if he has moves that don't suck, or if he has moves that suck and moves that don't suck, then you just use the moves that don't suck.
Yeah. He is a character that I could see has more potential than I initially thought, but I also just do not enjoy playing.
Yeah, I don't know why I suddenly think baiting's fun.
Cool, might be able to get good legs.
What?
Keep on the lookout for red legs.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, Raymond, we have pink legs.
Well, yeah, but you just did the patchwork.
It doesn't get much better than pink. It does, but not by a whole lot.
I don't know, I'd still think for speedrunning it's probably the worst.
What? You're telling me yellow legs are worse than pink? Or better than pink?
How much time does it save on the final boss?
Personally, I don't lose a whole lot.
Actually, I think that they make the final boss more consistent. I guess is my criteria there.
I could see that.
You know, the boss that we don't tend to lose to anymore, so consistency with him is very pointless now that I can say this out loud.
Oh, and we glitch the boss most of the time, so...
Well, you still have to climb, though.
Oh, once, yeah.
But no,
It's
with
not
pink legs, you have to climb every time.
If you don't glitch.
Oh, that's the glitch. Sorry, I thought you meant the flight glitch.
Oh, okay. And...
No shot.
Oh,
Look
right.
at that time.
Thank you.
Alright, go, my friend! Coming.
Okay. So I lost maybe 5 seconds on this fight.
What do you mean
as opposed to red lights.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just very far behind.
Okay.
You tricked me.
Oh my god. That was an awesome time.
It was, yeah.
A minute
Beats
faster.
our last best by a minute.